Hello, 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 guys. Welcome, everyone. How are you guys today?
Great, thank you.
Hello. Welcome to our session, guys. Happy Tuesday. How is the week going so far?
Amazing.
Better, John? Better?
Yeah, I can talk now.
That's good. That's good. It's important not to take cold drinks. It's important to, avoid drinking cold drinks and avoid hot weather. I'm sorry, cold weather. So it happened to me recently, as we were talking about this yesterday. I was very sick. I mean, I wasn't sick. I didn't feel bad, um but I didn't have a voice, which is, I mean, something horrible because I'm a teacher and I have to talk all the time. So I avoided drinking.
And
Yeah,
your voice sounds like a weird, really weird.
yeah, it was, I could barely talk, I could barely talk. It was really hard for me. It was like 2 or 3 days that I was like, oh my god, I can't. But I did my best, and I didn't drink cold drinks, and I avoided sleeping with the fan on, or I avoided to take a shower at night or things like that. And then after 3 or 4 days, I was better. I was for sure better. So I'm very happy to hear your voice better today. It sounds way, way, way better.
Thank you, teacher. I
Um,
appreciate it.
of course. Okay. So here Maida is asking a very important question. When is the deadline for the project? Tomorrow. Tomorrow is the deadline for the project. Tomorrow, well, today we're going to be working. I'm going to give you some time for you to work. Of course, you're welcome. So I am going to share the agenda for today. Today is Tuesday, February the 28th. We're about to finish this month, and as well, and the cycle as well. We're having class number 8 tonight. So basically, we have class today and then tomorrow, because on Thursday you guys are taking the final test, which is pretty easy. I'm sure all of you are gonna do an amazing job. So let's start with the agenda, guys. We're going to begin with a warming up activity about passive voice. It was a topic that you guys studied or reviewed last class with teacher Marilyn. Then we're going to do the reading that is on page 38. So we're going to work on pages 38 and 39. This reading it's interesting. It's about what shapes our personality. After that, I am going to give you time to work on the projects. So I'm going to give you some minutes for you to work on the project. Remember that tomorrow you have to send it to me. The deadline is tomorrow at midnight. So you have tomorrow all day to send me the project. And then today in class, I am going to review your progress. You can show me what you guys are working on. I can give you feedback. I can check what you guys are doing and helping you in whatever you guys need. Okay. So we're going to do that today.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, what's your question?
In my case, I sent to you the PowerPoint and the work with the text.
Yeah. So you, Andrea and Freddy,
Yes.
you have to send me the third and the fourth. What is the third? The third is the one that your classmates sent me last cycle, and where they post. Well, first of all, you have to choose one important celebration or something good that happened to you, and then you're going to write about that. You need to include the details that you can find on the Google Drive folder, and then in the third project presentation that your classmates sent me last cycle, they had to send me the PowerPoint presentation or Canva. I mean, whatever you guys decide to work on for your slides. And then you had to include pictures, you had to include videos in case you have videos. Some of you sent or uploaded videos to the presentation, which was awesome. And then all the information or all the details that are included in the format. And then for this fourth presentation, or not presentation, project progress, you have to send me the outline or the scripts of what you are going to say in the video, because the next cycle in B1.5, you guys present your project, okay? And it's in video. You have to record a video talking about or presenting your project. So for this fourth project presentation or delivery, you have to send me the scripts that you're going to use for your video, okay? And then you send me a Word document. Do not send me, guys, do not send me a PDF, because with a PDF, it's hard for me to give you feedback. So I'm going to read throughout your projects or your progress, and I'm going to provide you with feedback. Okay. So it's important, or we can do it in an easier way. What if we create a Google Drive folder where you upload your projects there? And that way it will be easier to check everyone's project. Do you think it will be like easier to just upload it there?
I mean, I would like.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
yes,
for
okay.
me, it's okay.
Yeah, so I think in that way it will be easier, because if I give you the feedback, you are going to receive it immediately, and then I don't have to send you an email. So it's faster for you and it's faster for me to do it in a folder, not in the folder that we use for our classes. Maybe we can create a new one for the project, specifically for the project, and then you upload your material there. Yes, Fred, you're raising your hand.
I've got a question. So
Yeah.
we're gonna send you the script and the slideshow of the project?
Yes. So Freddy and Andrea, you
Yeah.
have to send me the slides and as well as the script. So
The slides are just with the images, just that?
the
Or?
slides with the images, and then you can include also like a short paragraph, providing extra information about this. You can do that for sure. Not like with texts, like long texts.
Okay,
You can just include like some details, and then pictures and videos if you have them. And then the idea is that when you are presenting your project, that is next cycle, that you talk, right? So it's important to have in the slides what you want to show us, but then when you talk, you express or you give us more details about this.
Okay, understood. So it is with the pictures about the
You can
event that I'm going to talk about.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And then you need to include you need to take a look at this part. Hold on, I'm going to open. Yes, Daniela, just give me 1 second. Where is it? Here. For the third one, guys, they had to turn in the final slideshow where they add the remaining aspects. What are all of the aspects? ¿Cuáles son todos los aspectos? Well, the type of event, when it happened, how it happened, who was part of the event, why is it important, how you felt, and a full and deep description of the scenario. These are all of the aspects. These are all of the aspects. This one's here. So in your slides, you need to have all of these aspects. Okay. This is what your classmates already did, what your classmates already sent. So Andrea and Freddy, you have to send me the third and the fourth. So you have a little bit, like more work for you, but yeah, but I'm going to give you some time for you to work on this today in class, okay? And then if you need help, I'm going to be helping you with whatever you guys need. Okay, good, clear? Okay.
Yeah. Yes, teacher.
Okay, very good. Daniela, yes, you're raising your hand.
Teacher, I have a question. Can we use the same that we wrote in the slides to do the script?
Yeah, of course, but you need to add like more, like you need to say like, well, hello, my name is Daniela. I am, like give like more details. And then of course you are going to use the slides, and you're going to use the information that you have on your slides. However, you need to include more details, because in your slides it's not like everything, it's just like one part of it. You can include more information in the for the scripts. You can either use adjectives, you can either, the idea is that you talk a little bit, or you can include more information about this so that it sounds more naturally, that you are talking about your event, you are describing it, and also you are showing us, like the pictures and the videos and all the information that you have on the slides.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Okay, of course. Okay, guys, so let's start. We're going to begin with a game. So I am going to share the pin for the game. Hold on. Okay, so this is a Kahoot about passive, and it's a general knowledge, like culture kind of game. It's like guess the country. We need to guess the country. Tenemos adivinar el país. Then we need to guess the country, and the questions are in passive voice. So please, guys, join. Okay, guys, I'm going to start. Okay, guys. In the third place, we have Diana. Very good, Diana. Second place, Christian. In first place, we have Harold. Very good, Harold. Christian, and then Maida and Stephanie, you were the runner-up. Very good. Okay, guys. So I think the activity was pretty easy. It was more for like, you know, to check if you knew about these countries. No, it wasn't easy, Daniela. I thought you were going to say, yeah, no, it wasn't easy. Well, there were some questions that were pretty easy. Some others were like, oh, you know, but the idea was to review passive voice and then to learn about countries in the world. So guys, after this warming up, we're going to begin. But before we start, I'm going to call the attendance, okay? So if you hear your name, please let me know that you are here. Very good. Let's start. Acevedo Cuevas Saray. Awesome. Albarracín Caballero Cristian.
Here, teacher.
Awesome. Álvarez Becerra Andrés. Andrés Álvarez Becerra. Andrés. He's not in the session. Okay. Ayala Gloria Joeli.
Here, teacher.
Okay. Vaca Jain Andrea.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Cárdenas Flores Gilbert. Gilbert.
Present, I'm here.
Okay, great. Carrero Bonillo John Hammer.
Present, teacher. I'm here.
Good. Cordero Castellanos Brian Miguel.
I'm here, teacher. Good evening.
Okay, good evening. Córdoba Miranda Stephanie.
Hi, teacher, I'm here.
Awesome. Durán Ardila Silvia Alejandra. Silvia Alejandra Durán. Silvia. Okay, she's not in the session. Okay. Fonseca García Freddy.
I'm here.
Awesome. Liscano Ariza Judy Lisette.
Present, teacher.
Awesome. Lozada Díaz Diana Lisette.
Present, teacher.
Great. Lozada Uribe Daniela.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Muñoz Salazar Andrea Juliana.
Present, teacher.
Awesome. Pérez Ardila Natalie Joana. Pérez Ardila Natalie.
Here, teacher.
Okay, very good. Pinzón Linares Mayra Juliet.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Plata Vargas Mayra Alejandra.
Here, teacher.
Okay. Rodríguez Llorente Harold David.
Hi, teacher.
Okay, hello. Sandoval Miranda Angélica Stephanie.
Hi, teacher.
Okay. Sierra Jaimes Daniela Fernanda.
Hi, teacher.
Okay. Velasco Uribe Ana María.
Hi, teacher, present.
Hello. And Vera Peña Jennifer Jimena. Okay, very good. Okay, guys, awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's start. We are going to open the book on pages 38 and 39, please. Pages 38, 39. Okay, let's start, people. So the first question, before we begin reading, before we begin, like learning about this text that says what shapes our personality, do you understand or what do you understand by the phrase nature or nurture? What do you understand from it? What do you think it means? Yes.
Naturaleza, and the other one is how you were raised.
Okay. What you learn while you are growing up. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Let me
Teacher,
yes, hold on.
sorry.
Let me
Nurture is like rice, like create.
well, nurture, no, it's not criar. That is raise. That is a raise. However, here we are talking about nature and nurture. So nature is probably what comes from our genes, right? And then nurture is what we learn in our process of developing, in our growing up process. So what we learn from our parents, from our teachers, from the society, from the world, okay, that is nurture. Okay, so nature and nurture. Nature comes from our genes, and nurture is what we learn in the process of growing up. Okay, so let's take a look at this theory, guys.
Teacher, how personalidad y carácter,
Sorry.
like nature and nature. Nature and nature is like
no,
Huh?
it's not nurture.
nurture.
No, it's
No, it's-
not personality. No, I mean yes, but nature and nurture is not personalidad and carácter. No, nature is what comes from our genes. Es lo que heredamos, okay, de nuestros padres, de los genes. That is nature. And then nurture is what we learn, es lo que aprendemos en nuestro proceso de crecimiento o durante nuestro proceso, lo que aprendemos de nuestros padres, del mundo, de la sociedad, de los profesores, de las personas en general, del que nos rodean, okay? So nature or nurture, okay? So this is going to be very interesting because we're talking about personality. So it says, what shapes our personality? Is it the result of nature, what we are born with, or nurture, what we experience? We search for the answer. So our personality, does it come from our genes, from our parents, from our ancestors, or is it from nurture, what we learn, our experiences that shape our personality? So we're going to learn about this today, and we're going to discuss these questions. So what do you think about these guys? Everything comes from our genes. Do you think this is true?
The most part, I guess.
Okay.
Not everything,
Okay.
yeah.
Not everything. Okay. And these sentences support the theory of nature or the theory of nurture?
Nature.
Nature.
Nature, right? Nature, that everything comes from our genes. Now, the roots of personality are in our upbringing.
Nurture.
Nurture. What is
Nurture, yeah.
what is the meaning of upbringing?
Like you grow with your parents and
It's
learn.
Like growing up.
something that come from education.
Yes. So the education that you receive at home, the education that you receive at school, the education that you receive from the society, right?
Our culture.
Yes, our culture as well. And then when we are being raised, so de la crianza, okay, the roots of our personality are in our upbringing. So this is for sure nurture. This theory or this sentence supports the theory of nurture. What about number 3? We can't change who we are, nature or nurture?
Nature.
Nature.
Okay.
Nurture.
False, false.
Well, well, this is false. And one person was saying, well, this is not true. But, you know, this theory or this sentence supports the theory of nature. If it is right or if it is wrong, well, we don't know. Maybe it is right. Maybe it is wrong. We don't know. But for sure supports the theory of nature that we can't change who we are because it comes from our genes. Okay. And then the last one, our environment influences our personality. So the support of nature or the support of nurture?
Nurture.
Nurture.
Nurture. Yeah. So our environment influences our personality. Okay. So we are going to before we read, we are going to check the understanding of the words in the questions, and then we're going to read the article and we're going to answer these questions. So let's take a look at the first question. It says, according to Hippocrates, what personality traits were bile and blood responsible for? So what is the meaning of personality traits? What do you think it means? Before reading the texts, what do you think it means? Personality.
Characteristics.
Yes, characteristics of our personality. Okay, characteristics of our personality. Bile and blood. What is the meaning of bile and blood?
Like our genes.
Well, no.
That you have in your stomach.
Yeah, so this is a substance, right? This is a substance. I think this is from the liver, bile, right? La bilis, is it from our liver?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is, right? And then blood in our I mean it's in our body, right? Blood, sangre, right? So let's go with this one. Blank slates. What do you think blank slates? Let's see the question. Explain in your own words what we're all born as blank slates means. So what do you think blank slate means?
But that maybe we are not influenced about anything when we are right. We born
We're
that
born.
we and later we are taking some tools about our environmental.
Okay.
Or maybe that we were born without knowledge.
Okay. So a blank slate means like a whiteboard where nothing is written on it. It's a whiteboard, it's un tablero. Nothing is written on it. And then there is a theory that says that we are all born as blank slates, However, it is the society who shapes our behavior, our personality. So this is the meaning of blank slates. We're only checking the words in bold. So that's why from number 1, I jumped to number 4. Let's go with, yes.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the meaning of blank slate?
Yeah, of course. Blank slates, it's like that we are born as a blank slate. It means blank slates makes reference like a whiteboard. So when we are born, we don't know about we're not judgmental, we don't hate people, we don't, we are just like a blank slate. It's like a whiteboard, it's como un tablero, whiteboard. And then it is the society, it is our family, it is our education that shapes our personality, and then we start writing on that whiteboard. Okay, so that is the meaning of blank slates. Hace referencia como un tablero, right? Nacemos siendo un tablero vacío y con el paso del tiempo, de nuestra crianza, de la educación que recibimos, que ese tablero se va llenando, right? Y de esa manera vamos como adaptándonos, o no adaptándonos, sino más bien moldeando nuestra personalidad. Okay, that is the meaning of blank slates. Now let's go with executed.
A way to die?
It's a way to die. Yeah, it is a way to die. What about play truant? What do you think play truant means?
To skip class?
Yes, to skip class without having a sick leave. You know what a sick leave is? Like a medical excuse or an excuse. Yeah, so that is a sick leave. So playtron means children who don't want to go to school for no reason. They're like, oh, I don't want to go to school, or I skip classes just because. This is playtron. What about infamous? What do you think? The opposite of famous?
Teacher,
Unpopular.
sorry, I didn't understand what is the meaning of playtron.
Playtron, okay. Playtron, it's or kids or children that decide not to go to school just because in Spanish is porque sí, just because. We don't say because yes, ¿cierto? No decimos because yes, no, we say just because. So playtron is a kid that doesn't want to go to school just because he or she doesn't have a sick leave, and then they're like, oh, I don't want to go to school, or I skip classes, and it's it's something negative. It's something it's not something good. So playtron, this is the meaning of playtron. Okay, is it clear now?
I believe like como que no importa. So, solo
Yeah, it's like faltar a clases, faltar al colegio, specifically, si hablamos de niños, porque sí, just because, como en un acto de rebeldía, tal vez, sin una excusa válida. This is playtron. Okay, clear?
Okay, teachers.
Okay,
thanks.
very good. And then the last one, identical twins. Because we have twins and we have identical twins. So what is the meaning of identical twins? What do you think it means?
Yeah, who are identical. I know that.
Like similar.
That's it. But who was born in the same placenta? I don't know how to say that.
Yeah, okay. So we have in Spanish, we have gemelos and mellizos, right? What is the difference?
Gemelos fraternos.
Gemelos, yes. So we have mellizos that are like a boy and a girl who were born the same day, but then they have different, they're very different. I know, and they are called twins, right? Twins. So they're not identical. They were born, of course, on the same day, they have the same mother and so on, but they are not identical. I mean, maybe one is a boy, one is a girl, and then they have differences, and they don't look alike. But then identical twins are the twins that look exactly the same. Okay, so that is the meaning of identical twins. Okie dokie, guys. So now, right now, we're going to read about what shapes our personality. So this is a very interesting text that tells us a little bit about what shapes our personality. So here we have, it is definitely nature. And then we have here some paragraphs. And here there is another one that says, it's definitely nurture. So it's going to be very interesting to see the part of people that say, oh, it's definitely nature, and then the part of it's definitely nurture. So I am going to give you guys a couple of minutes for you to read the text, because it's, you know, it takes some time, or it takes some, I don't want to say like effort to read it. However, we need to pay like attention to the ideas. So that's why I want you guys to read it individually. And of course, if you have questions, you can ask me, okay? So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes for you to read a text, and then we're going to analyze together the answers or the questions here, and we're going to find the answers to these questions. Clear, guys?
Yeah.
Yes. Okie dokie. So
Yes, teacher.
okay, when you finish reading, please let me know. So please start. Remember, it's on page 38 and 39. Please start, guys. Thank you. Finish, guys.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, I have finished.
Guys, why didn't you tell me? I was waiting for you. Okay, so here. Jennifer's I watched a documentary about this topic. It's available on Netflix. 3 Identical Strangers. Okay, guys, this is a very interesting text. What did you find interesting about this?
That some our personality traits come from our genes,
Mm-hmm.
the ones that we have that comes from our parents.
Yeah.
You know, some of the behaviors that we have we are growing.
Uh-huh. Yeah. What else? What else?
And
you
I agree
think?
with that because there are
You
like a
agree with
lot
that?
of studies, yeah,
Mhm.
that shows us that many, how do you say, criminals?
Criminals? Yeah.
Yeah, many criminals, it has been shown that they have those genes in their DNA,
Yeah.
DNAs.
What happened? Yeah. And then what happens with, for example, if there is a musician, you see like some singers, they're like they say, oh, my parent was, or my dad was a famous singer, or he played the guitar when he was younger and now I am a musician. You know, maybe we can develop some of our skills from our
Yeah.
genes because our parents were musicians or they were artists. So there is for sure something very interesting there. Oh, it's a yes. And then guys, I'm going to send you the link for the with the short part or the trailer of the movie. Coordinator Lilian Carolina just shared with me the link, so I'm going to share it with you. The link of the movie, I'm going to send it to the WhatsApp group so that you can I will send you the link on the WhatsApp group for sure.
And I also
Yeah.
I also found that it's really crazy about those experiments that they before that time, you know,
Yeah.
that because they said that they were thinking that some of our personality traits were related to our like the humor or the
Mhm.
fluids that we had inside, like the
Yeah.
blood. So they
Mhm.
were treating those people with leashes
Yeah.
to balance the personality, and that was really crazy.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
it's
was crazy.
it is crazy to even think about it, right? Okay, guys, so we are going to answer these questions. So according to Hippocrates, what personality traits were bile and blood responsible for? So let's just start with bile. What was it responsible for? Can you see that I'm writing with notes here? Can you see this part?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, very good. So what personality traits were bile and blood responsible for from the texts?
Depression and
Mhm.
Black bile
Yes.
cause depressed
irritability.
irritability.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
And
And
for
then,
blood is brave.
yes, so blood, ah, blood, brave. Anything
And
else?
hopeful.
And hopeful. Yes, very good. And hopeful. Okay. What about the second question? Yeah, so according to Hippocrates, the biles was responsible for the depression and irritability, and blood for brave and hopeful. Okay, what about how long did the theory of the four humors last?
For 1 century?
Okay.
18 from 18 to 19.
18 from 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 cent-
Okay, so 1 century. Okay. 1 century. Yeah, 1 century. What about number 3? Why do you think these people consulted phrenologists about job applicants and marriage partners?
Because according to them, if you could touch someone's head, you could find the personality traits of them.
That's crazy, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think what a phrenologist is? Do you know what a phrenologist is? Phrenologist.
The meaning of the term?
Yeah.
No,
know?
that's new to me.
No. So a phrenologist, I had to even Google it because I had no idea what it was. Phrenologist.
Es como una rama de la medicina.
Yes. So
It's a
yeah,
branch.
it says, yeah, it is a branch. I Google it, yo lo busqué por Google, and Google says, la frenología es una antigua teoría pseudocientífica sin
Medían el
ninguna
cerebro.
validez, sin ninguna validez en la actualidad, que afirmaba la posible determinación del carácter y los rasgos de la personalidad, así como tendencias criminales, basándose en la forma del cráneo, cabeza y facciones. Interesting. So
crazy.
yeah, right. So right now,
Like a head massage.
yeah, exactly. So they touch your head. Well, in the past, this is not something that people don't do it nowadays. But they could see, or they could say many things about our personality by touching our head, by like measuring the shape and so on, which is crazy, but still people believed that it was something true and it was something real. And so that's why people consulted phrenologists, because they thought, or they thought that the brain is
Your
somehow,
personality was defined according to the shape our brain.
yeah, exactly, because they thought that the brain affected the shape of the head, and phrenologists could give some insights into people's suitability for a job or as a marriage partner. Okay, so phrenology would say, oh, maybe, yeah, this is a good candidate, or this is a good partner for for our relationship, and so on. So that's why people would go to a phrenologist. Okay, crazy, crazy, crazy. Number 4, guys. What is a connection? No, sorry. Explaining your own words, we're all born as blank slates means. And how does this relate to the quote from Skinner?
According to the law, our personality or our life is determined.
Yes. Anything else, guys? Very good. Thank you.
It's like the expression, like, los niños son una esponja, maybe.
Yes.
I think that is similar to this, because we are a black book, and this book writes about the things that happen in our life. Yes, I think this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so Skinner thought,
and I think that this is very important in the first years of the life. Yes. In the child, when I was child.
Yes. Influence was all important. Okay, very good. Important. So Skinner thought that a child's mind was a blank slate, and that is its educator's influence was all important. So he said, give me a child, a newborn child, and I will shape the child into whatever I want the child to be. So it's very important since the moment we are in the womb, since the moment we are in our mom's belly, we start developing or shaping our personality. So it's not only when a kid is, or when a kid can talk or can start talking. No, it comes from before. So that's why it's very important to stimulate and to give the child the best that we can give him or her, because that little kid is developing or is shaping his or her personality. So the theory about Skinner is, it's very interesting. He says that we are, or
I
our
believe
mind-
that is true, teacher.
yeah, I also believe it's true for sure.
And more if it's only a kid, maybe from 0 to 5 years, because
Yes.
child repeat or do the same that parents
That
are
parents
or
do. They-
our
yeah, they-
relatives.
Yes, they imitate our behaviors. And then it's very important that, you know, kids because this is something that is normal. Kids follow, or kids
Our
repeat.
behavior.
Yeah, kids
Yes.
repeat what parents do, or the guardians, or the person in charge of the education of the child. So it's very important. I agree. I totally agree with the Skinner idea. I totally agree. What about number 5? Good. What is the connection between criminals who were executed in ancient China and children in the UK who played truant? What is the connection in both cases?
Law define your behavior, because if you do that, you can punish me.
Yes.
Like a criminal,
Yes.
or like a children, or even we. How?
Yeah. So the connection is that in both cases, their parents, so the criminals and the kids who play truant, that means their parents of those people, are to a certain extent responsible, right?
Yeah, they are responsible for the
Yeah.
education. Yeah.
Yeah. So they were prosecuted. They were prosecuted, and because they were thought to be responsible. Okay, very good. So in both cases, their parents are to a certain extent responsible. Okay. What about number 6, guys? How does the Stanford Prison Experiment support the nurture theory, and why do you think it has become infamous? What do you think?
I mean, because while they were performing the experiment in that prison, like some of them have to act as guards and some of them as like, how do you say, inmates? So they were like kind of torturing the one that were playing the guard roles were torturing the inmates. And after 6 days, the experiment failed. You know,
Yes.
because they were changing a lot, like the personality traits, and they were being like depressed and stressed.
And also it shows well, how does the Stanford Prison Experiment supports the nurture theory? Because it shows that the behavior of normal or healthy people, remember,
yeah.
because remember that the experiment, it was, these experiments took 24 normal healthy men and asked them to play the role of prisoners or guards in the pretend prison. So it shows that the behavior of normal healthy people can change according to circumstances and the environment. And then it has become infamous because it was shocking to see ordinary people's behavior so quickly changing for the worst. So that's why these experiments has become infamous, because it showed how people's behaviors changed for the worse. And then the last question, guys, according to nurture theory, should identical twins who grew up apart be similar? Why not? What happens in practice?
They say that in identical twins, and not is a rule or no, it's usually like other case
Yeah.
because different or similar environment, they are similar personalities or rasgos características,
Characteristics.
characteristics.
Yeah. So here it says some studies of twins, however, challenge the importance of nurture. According to nurture theory, identical twins who have the same genes, que tienen los mismos genes, que son idénticos, gemelos, right? Should only have similar personalities if they grew up together. But if they grew up separately, I mean, or grow up apart due to different upbringings and experiences, they may have different personalities. Okay, so it says, however, studies show the same striking similarities in personality, whether these twins are brought up separately or together. So there are people who say that twins are connected in a very special and different way.
Yeah.
And I think this is true. I mean, I have heard so many stories about identical twins who experience the same thing. I mean, they are different people, of course. However, sometimes the same things happen to them at the same time. So I personally know twins, and then they are identical twins. And then one of them had a baby, and then the other, I mean, his girlfriend got pregnant, and then like 2 weeks later, the other, I mean, and they didn't know that they were pregnant, that their girlfriends were pregnant, and then they got pregnant at the same time, which it was pretty curious, because what are the odds, or what are the chances that they get pregnant at the very same time with only, weeks apart? So it's something very interesting to think about. And then also I have heard stories about twins that are not living in the same, in the same area or together, but still they were separated, but still they suffer from the same things. For example, one of the twins suffered from her heart, and then the other twin suffered from a similar thing, so they were connected somehow, even though they were not raised in the same environment. So it's pretty interesting what happens with twins, because I think that, it's they have a special bond. They I don't know if you guys have a twin, a brother or a sister. I don't know. No, not anybody here in the class. Do you have an identical twin? Andrea, you have a twin. Oh, that's pretty interesting. And then can you share with us some aspects about you and your sister or your brother?
It's true that we feeling well, actually I don't live near to my twin because now she's working, so she lives in other city.
So it's a boy and a girl. Yes, so you are two girls.
We are identical twins.
You guys are identical twins. Okay. So your sister, she doesn't live with you, right?
Yes, and but we grow up together, and yes, we can feel when she is feeling sad. I can feel that.
Oh, wow.
And I write to her and I chat with her and ask for, hey, how are you? And yes,
because
she
you
told me that,
feel
oh,
you
well,
you
I'm
can
feeling
feel
sad. And
Wow, there is a very interesting
Yes,
connection.
I think
Yeah.
yes, I think that is for we grew up together, so
Uh-huh.
we
And then
are really like when we was a children, yes.
yeah, and then do you
So
guys have the same personality or I mean not exactly the same, but similar personalities, or you guys are totally different in terms of
similar
personality?
personalities, yes.
Similar?
Mm.
Similar personality. And then you were raised in the same environment, same place. Good, 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 good. So you developed a similar personality with her. And then even though now you don't live with her, you can still feel whenever she's sad, whenever she's going through a hard moment. And I'm sure she does the same way. I mean, maybe she feels when you're not okay, when you're going through a hard
Yes.
moment. Oh, wow. That's great. That's crazy. Thank you. Thank you very
That
much.
is beautiful.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it is. We have a special bond with I have two sisters and they mean the world to me and they are my best friends. And I love them to death. But I'm sure that you guys have a very special bone. You guys have it's like a stronger, it's a stronger, I think, for me, like I consider it's like that. Thank you very
Yes.
much, Andrea. Thank you for sharing your experience as an identical twin with the class. Okay, guys, interesting, don't you think? Don't you think it is interesting, guys?
Yes, very.
Yeah, it is. Okay, people, so right now we are going to start working on our project. So for homework, I'm going to give you a piece of homework. So for homework, you guys are going to do this word spot about mind. We're going to check the vocabulary about mind. So we have phrases with where mind means be careful. For example, mind your head, or not a problem, like I don't mind, or never mind, or thoughts, like something on your mind. So we have different moments or circumstances where mind has a different or has a specific meaning. For example, we also have mind to ask for requests. For example, would you mind? And then the verb with ing. We also for spoken phrases like mind your own business. Then in Spanish, it's like como no meterse en la vida de los demás. So mind your own business, como no se meta en la vida de los demás o preocúpese por lo suyo, right? So that is a spoken phrase, mind your own business. Forgetting or remembering, like my mind went black, or minded, like open-minded or absent-minded. We can also have words or phrases where mind means, or we use it to refer to a decision or an opinion. For example, speak your mind or make up your mind or change your mind. So you are going to do this exercise, guys. You need to replace the words and phrases in bold below with the correct form of a phrase from the diagram. So there is an example here and it says, no, I won't tell you. It doesn't concern you. So instead of saying it doesn't concern you, we can use a phrase using the word mind, like mind your own business. So no, I won't tell you, mind your own business. It means it doesn't concern you. No, como no debería preocuparte, right? Como no es tu problema. So we can replace this. We can replace this expression and then use one with mine. So this is extra, okay? You're going to do it as an extra practice, and then tomorrow we can check and we can answer the questions that you may have related to this. Clear, guys?
Yes, it is.
Okay, people. So right now, it's 7:22. We have 22 minutes to work on the project. So I am going to give you these minutes for you to start, well, not to start working on a project because maybe the majority of you have already started working on it. So I am going to give you these minutes for you to continue working on the scripts of the project, the one that you are going to send me tomorrow. And then I am going to ask some of you to please share your screen so I can check what you guys are doing, okay? Randomly, voy a escoger al azar, okay? It could be randomly, and then for example, I could say, Mayra Pinzon, for example, can you please share your screen and show me what you're doing? And then Mayra, you share your screen and then I can check and help you. Or if there is a volunteer, si alguien que dice, profe, yo, please, I want to, and then you share your screen and then we all check, okay?
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, Andrea.
The event will be a birthday, no an especially even like graduation or
yeah. The event can be when you finish university, when you started university, when you graduated in school. It was your most special birthday, for example, your 15th birthday. It could be the day where your niece, nephew was born, where your little sister was born, you know, like, or something.
Or a travel.
Or a trip. I mean, it could be a trip. Okay, it could be a trip. Yeah, for sure. That it was important for you. That yeah, for sure. You can do it. Okay. Okay, guys. So please start working. I'm going to stop sharing here my screen. I'm gonna be here, and then in a couple of minutes, I'm going to ask some of you to share your screen. Clear, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Yes, teacher. Okay, please start working. Thank you. In the meantime, mientras tanto, yo voy a crear la carpetica de Google Drive, donde ustedes mañana van a subir sus avances, okay? So, I will send it to the chat. Please start working. Por favor, empiecen a trabajar.
Teacher, can you share the link of the document when we can find the description of the activity?
Of course. The this one?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay. Of course. So it's here on the Google Drive folder. Let's see. And right now I am sending the folder where you guys are going to upload your projects. Okay, so this is the new folder that I created. There you go. It's in the chat. And then I also uploaded these documents. So this document is in both folders, in the normal folder where you have all the information since the beginning of the cycle. And then this is a folder that I just created for the project. So here you can find it as well. So in case you need to, check it there. And then here you're going to upload your scripts. Can anyone send it to the WhatsApp group, please? I don't have my WhatsApp opened here. So if there is a person that can share it to the WhatsApp group, that'll be awesome. Thank you. Guys, is there a person that has already finished or has progressed on his or her project that wants me to check what you're doing? So is there like a volunteer to start checking? Alguien que de pronto ya haya avanzado en su proyecto y quiera que yo le revise su avance.
Teacher, me.
Okay. Can you please upload it here on the drive so I can check it?
Okay.
Yes, thank you. And then guys, if you want, you can start uploading your parts of the projects for me to check. Okay.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Of course, you're very welcome. If there is another person that also wants me to check the scripts, please upload the file on the Google Drive folder for me to check. Okay, my people. Okay. So, oh, gosh, nos pasamos de tiempo.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize. So, bye. See you tomorrow. Sorry,
Bye,
guys.
teacher.
Bye,
Bye,
teacher.
teacher.
Bye,
Good
teacher. Thank you.
Bye.